Hey folks, David McKnight here, author of The Power of Zero and a longtime advocate for sustainable retirement planning strategies. And if you've been watching the retirement income debate take place in the public square over the last decade, then you'll be interested in a groundbreaking study that just came out of Ernst Young. Now, you may recall that in 2021, Ernst Young, yes, the same Ernst Young that global corporations turn to for their most rigorous financial modeling, published a study that scandalized the traditional financial planning community. They took on a big question: is the stock market only retirement approach really the strategy that gives you the highest levels of income and the best outcomes over a 30-year retirement? What happens when you go beyond the investment-only playbook and integrate tools like whole life and deferred income annuities into a retirement strategy? Spoiler alert, you get higher levels of income, higher likelihood your money lasts through life expectancy, and better legacy outcomes. And just like that, financial tools that have been demonized by financial gurus for decades were vindicated with cold, hard data. Well, Ernst Young just came out with a new, updated study in which they substituted in index universal life for whole life and fixed index annuities for deferred income annuities. And the results are even more spectacular and unexpected. And they're sure to re-scandalize those same mainstream financial experts who were so exercised by Ernst Young's prior study. You see, for years, IULs and FIAs have been the black sheep of the financial planning world. They were wildly misrepresented, often by inexperienced insurance agents just looking to make a quick buck. They were also vilified by media personalities whose one-size-fits-all, black and white, paint-by-the-number approaches couldn't accommodate outside-the-box approaches. And they were largely ignored by investment-only advisors clinging to the outdated mantra that stocks and bonds were all you needed in a successful retirement portfolio. So let's take a look at their latest study. In this iteration, Ernst Young ran 3 case studies. One featured a 35-year-old couple just starting their financial journey. The other involved a 45-year-old couple, and the final involved a 65-year-old couple on the doorstep of retirement. Let's begin with the 35-year-old couple. In the following chart, you'll see that they ran 10 different comparisons, from investment only at the top to layering in various levels of IUL and FIA. So here are the highlights. 30% IUL, 30% FIA, and 40% investments had a 13.9% improvement in income over investments alone, and thanks to the IUL, had a 10.9% improvement on wealth to heirs. The 30% FIA and 70% investment had a 22.8% increase in income and a 0.5% increase in wealth to heirs. With the 45-year-old couple, the 30% IUL, 30% FIA, and 40% investments had far and away the best outcomes. It experienced a 15.3% increase in income and an astounding 17% increase in wealth to heirs over the investment-only approach. Of course, if you didn't want to leave any wealth to heirs in either of these scenarios, then the income levels would increase even more over the investment-only approach. And finally, let's take a look at the 65-year-old couple. The 30% IUL, 30% FIA, and 40% investments were once again the superior approach. They improved their income by 5.5% and their wealth to heirs by an astounding 29.6% over the investment-only approach. So all of this begs the question: if IULs and FIAs can dramatically improve income levels, likelihood of money lasting through life expectancy, and wealth to heirs, why have they been so frequently demonized? I can think of 3 reasons. First, they're sold, not explained. Too often, advisors push these products without contextualizing how they fit into a broader plan. They're sold as silver bullets or panaceas, and that makes people suspicious, and rightfully so. Second, financial celebrities like Dave Ramsey and Susie Orman need simplicity. Their goal is to distill important and often complicated financial principles into pithy 10-second sound bites. So they say things like, all annuities are bad, or 100% of permanent life insurance sucks 100% of the time, and quickly move on. But that does a disservice to pre-retirees and retirees who want more nuanced strategies that are customized to their specific needs. Third, IULs and FIAs don't fit the Wall Street model, and they reduce reliance on traditional investment products. In reality, they bring stability to portfolios in a way that simply can't be monetized by most investment firms. So what characteristics do IULs and FIAs bring to the table that can't be replicated by the traditional Wall Street investment-only approach? It has everything to do with how they're engineered. IUL links the growth of your money to the upward movement of a stock market index, typically the S&P 500. Whatever the index does in a given year, you get to keep up to a cap typically between 10 and 12%. And if the index ever goes down in any given year, they simply credit you zero. So you're experiencing safe and productive growth. This makes the IUL a very compelling volatility shield in retirement. And the year following a down year in your stock market portfolio, pay for your living expenses out of your IUL. This will give your stock market portfolio a chance to recover before you take further distributions. And that act alone will take the sustainable withdrawal rate on your stock portfolio from 4% to as high as 8% with a 95% success rate. It also provides a death benefit that you can receive in advance of your death for the purpose of paying for long-term care. FIAs conversely offer you the ability to receive guaranteed lifetime income, growth linked to the upward movement of a stock market index, and a guarantee against market loss. No other bond alternative comes close to offering all of these benefits. Together, the IUL and FIA act as the stabilizers on your retirement journey. Utilized in concert with your investment portfolio, they increase your income, they increase the likelihood your money lasts through life expectancy, and they increase the money that gets passed on to your heirs. So whether you're just getting started or already stepping into retirement, it's time to reconsider the role that cash value life insurance and annuities play in your retirement approach. Not because they're silver bullets, not because they're panaceas, but because the data proves that they work. And if you've dismissed them in the past because of what some guru said on the radio, maybe it's time to revisit that conclusion with fresh eyes and solid research. At the end of the day, your retirement strategy can't buckle under the stresses of stock market volatility and longevity risk. And according to the Ernst Young study, when you incorporate index universal life and fixed index annuities into your retirement approach, you galvanize your plan against those risks and dramatically increase the likelihood that your money lasts as long as you do. If you'd like to develop a strategy that will help you wring the most efficiency from your retirement savings, head over to davemcknight.com and click on the Connect with an Advisor button. I'm happy to refer you to a financial advisor in my Power Zero network that has been trained, vetted, and qualified personally by me. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to drop them into the comment section below. I'll do my very best to respond to them personally. And don't forget to click like, subscribe, and the bell so you never miss a video. This is Dave McKnight. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.